A partial federal government shutdown, which began technically on Saturday, has now ended. The United States House of Representatives passed 5 out of the 6 necessary funding bills today, 217 to 214 the vote total, with 21 Democrats voting yes and 21 Republicans voting no. President Trump signed it into law.
And while the government will reopen soon, there's another funding fight on the horizon. NBC's Gary Gumbach has more from Washington.
On paper, it seems so easy to Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson.
We're going to pass the rule today. It was never in doubt to me.
But in Washington these days, nothing ever is. A deal to reopen the government went to the brink of collapse in the House when 2 Republicans initially voted no on a key procedural vote. Johnson could only afford one. The 2 Republicans voting no with all the Democrats were Thomas Massie of Kentucky and John Rose of Tennessee. After some tense moments and backroom negotiations, Rose went from no to yes, clearing the way for the final vote, which will bring the 4-day partial government shutdown to an end.
The motion is adopted.
Violent scenes from the Trump administration's surge of 3,000 federal immigration agents to Minnesota and the shooting deaths of 2 U.S. citizens there caused Democrats to demand changes at the Department of Homeland Security before approving its budget.
We must rein in these rogue agencies. We need to protect our communities.
Democrats demanding changes to ICE, like banning agents from wearing masks, putting an end to roving immigration raids, and equipping all agents with body cameras, which Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says will soon happen. With the rest of the government now funded, today's vote briefly extends the deadline to fund DHS.
We have 2 weeks now to negotiate in good faith on both sides. The White House and Senate Democrats are going to engage in that, but the House Republicans are as well.
Despite promises of changes at Homeland Security, Democrats continue to call for Secretary Noem to be replaced.
The person leading the agency, who has been at watch, under her watch, has seen these atrocities, including the killing, the shooting of 2 U.S. citizens, should step down or be impeached.
President Trump says he will not fire Noem nor ask her to resign. With the federal government almost fully funded, the clock is running out for Democrats and Republicans to negotiate those changes on how ICE operates, along with the broader Homeland Security budget. So what are the chances of doing that in 2 weeks? When asked about that time frame, Senate Majority Leader John Thune said anybody who knows this place knows it's an impossibility. Gary Grumbach, NBC News, Washington.